Hello and welcome to a video on high altitude investing. Today is going to be an altcoin and Bitcoin price overview. So let's get right into it. First, let me get this chart up here for you guys. Okay, here we go. Awesome. So we're gonna start off by checking out Ethereum. Alright, so Ethereum, let's just get back here a little way, switch to a little shorter candlesticks. Turn on my music here. Turn down the bass a little bit on it. Just gonna pick up extra through my condenser microphone. Okay, so this is what Ethereum has kind of been up to for the last little while. This is from, about May 26th to July 23rd. So, and today is July 23rd. So, okay. So if you check out this little area right here, we can see a pretty good 1, 2, 3 bottom formation here. So that's a good sign for me. That's something that I look for in my trading. I actually went long right after I noticed that it broke this and sold my position when it hit its first little high here, because this was when right after Ethereum hit $20, like pretty soon after it hit $20. So when it made this really hard crash here, I knew that it would be a good time to start buying in on Ethereum. And I think that it still is a good time to continue buying in on Ethereum. So you can see it's came up to test this level again. So if it breaks above this level, I bet you it's just gonna do a nice continuation of the uptrend. So that's something I've been watching, is Ethereum. Another cryptocurrency that I have been trading a lot recently because of its nice, gorgeous uptrend here that it started is NXT, and I have quite a bit of NXT. This is the high altitude investing account, so I don't have any NXT in here. But on my personal Poloniex account, I had been buying up NXT all through June because I just knew that it would be a good investment when it started breaking high. So I waited for it to start breaking high and started buying in all through June, and bought in some more in July. And I'm still very, very happy with my profits, and my base position is somewhere around, if I calculate all the places that I bought in, my base position is about 2,000 Satoshi. So I'm over doubling my money in NXT right now, and that's a really good, I don't know, I feel really good about it. I'm gonna keep holding it. It's up 13% today, and that's a good thing. 13% is a pretty high increase. Now, the other one that I have been trading, now I started trading this one before Poloniex actually had access to this coin. The Poloniex, you couldn't even trade this Steam until, let's see, right here. This coin was added to Poloniex on the 19th of this month. So it's only been on here for a little while. As you can see, we don't have really enough data to get much of an idea about it yet. It's just kind of oscillating up and down around here. So, I mean, we'll see what it does, but I've been buying this on BitterX for a while now, mainly because I noticed it started to climb up the market capitalization here on CoinMarketCap. It also went from being worth about like 50 cents, 40 cents right here to, over $4 in a couple places along here, so that's a good sign. It's gained pretty significant value recently. It's up 4.42% today, and we'll see where it goes from here, but I think that it's a pretty good investment. I'm waiting for it to break above. I'll show you this point. Since we don't have enough data on Poloniex, I kind of have to just use these graphs. I'm waiting for it to break above this price right here. This could be a double top, but I don't think it is because this point is a little bit higher than over here. So I'm personally hoping that this will continue on its uptrend. I didn't really buy until like around here when it started crashing after it hit this high, because I didn't really have access to it because of Poloniex, and I rarely use BitterX. So I finally got on BitterX and transferred some Bitcoin over to buy in here. So I bought some in right here, making a little profit on it right now, but we'll see what happens in the next little while, because it could also just crash right here. This could just be like a little, initial hump in the coin, but we'll see. Yeah, but it's definitely one to keep your eye on, especially if it breaks above this level right here at 0.0067 Bitcoin. That would be a good sign that it could, potentially hit $5-10. Who knows? Who knows what it could hit in the next little while if it keeps uptrending like that. So yeah, it's one I've definitely been paying attention to when I've been trying to trade a little bit. It's a new one, so, we'll see. I've got pretty good hopes for it. Now we're looking at MadeSafe here, so. Alright, MadeSafe from the beginning of time is a pretty interesting coin in my opinion. Its bottom was actually right here, strange enough. So, as you can see, that it hit its bottom right here and just kind of oscillated around until it finally found a new bottom here. Well, not a new bottom, but a bottom here. And ever since that bottom, it's been, generally accumulating up. It made this nice run right here and finally tested this support level, but if you look, this just looks like a nice straight line accumulation pattern up. So its uptrend is, I highly doubt MadeSafe's coin uptrend is over. In fact, we're gonna go here, and I opened these positions today on here. This is the high altitude investing account, Poloniex account. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buy 66 made right here and wait for that order to fill. But I have pretty good hopes for MadeSafe coin. I think it's a good coin, and definitely a very, very high potential investment, which is something that I look for, is high potential investments in these cryptocurrencies. And I also like to look for whether people actually use it for what its purpose is, because a lot of these cryptocurrencies have genius concepts and ideas, but nobody actually uses them for what they're like supposed to be used for. So, I like to look for that, and I feel like MadeSafe coin has a pretty nice user base. So I've just been, I like MadeSafe. Now, new economy movement. I have been trading this coin for a while now. I really, really like it. I think that, it's just going to continue on an uptrend here. If we look at the, if we look at it right here, okay, this isn't actually the chart pattern I was looking for. I can't show you the chart pattern because I use an app on my phone a lot of times that just has all these cryptocurrency It's basically like Coin Market Cap, but a mobile version. It's called CoinCap, and it allows me to look at all these coins against the US dollar specifically, which is something I like to do. And Mate's New Economy Movement, excuse me, has just been continuously uptrending. It hasn't had any hesitation. Like right here, as you can see on here, it actually started downtrending right here, and that happened June 28th. It started on its little downtrend here, but against the US dollar, it never did that. It's just continued to moon. So, that's something that I've been keeping an eye on, I guess you could say, is New Economy Movement against the US dollar. I also have been buying in recently because this 38% level is what it just nailed, and that's something that I look for on my breakout / uptrends, which is what I think this is. It's a breakout / uptrend. So I feel like it has a lot of potential right now, and I also feel like it's a really good time to buy in on New Economy Movement. Keep calling it mate's sake. So, XEM is a pretty good investment, NEM, whatever you want to call it. It's had about 400 Bitcoin in 24-hour volume. We see that it's up almost 4% today, and I just have general good impressions and high hopes for this coin. Lisk. Lisk is a strange one for me. I have been trading it a little bit now that it's kind of found a bottom. Let me get these candlesticks. Poloniex is pretty laggy sometimes. It's a little frustrating, but hey, what can you do? It's the best cryptocurrency exchange there is, in my opinion. Okay, now let's look at Lisk. I started trading it once it hit this low here because I felt like it's probably not going to break below this level. I feel like this is its bottom, so it could also be a pretty good time to buy in on Lisk, because I think personally it's going to start. This is a nice little uptrend breakout right here, and I think we might start to break high again here very soon. So, I've been keeping my eye on Lisk. I have high hopes for it. We'll see what it does. It's up 1.8% today, so keep an eye on it. Okay, Dash. Let's take a look at Dash. Oh, my chair just slowly moves down while I'm on it. It's a little frustrating. All right, Dash. I think Dash is just an excellent investment right now. I feel like it's just gonna break high, like at least hit $10. Right now, it's actually like $9.40 or something. Let's look at it against the US dollar here, because $9.34. So if you look at Dash against the US dollar, ever since December of last year, it's just been uptrending continuously. It was only worth like $3.43 here, and like I said, now we're almost to $10. So we could see a $10, $14 Dash. Who knows? Maybe it'll even hit $21 like Ethereum did. It would probably surprise me a little bit if it did, but not that much. I mean, it's a good investment, and it's a really good currency too, and a lot of people use it. So it's got a lot going for it, I guess you could say. All right. Let's go back to these other charts over here. I was going to talk a little bit about XMR, which is also one of my favorite cryptocurrencies and investments. This oscillation pattern right here, I think that it just came up and tested this 61% level here and came right back down to the 50 here and is breaking high from that right now, and if it breaks above this 61% again, I would assume that XMR is going to continue very nicely on this uptrend. So it's one that I keep an eye on. It's also one that I think is going to uptrend. Now let's look at game credits. Game credits is one that I've been very, very, very glad that I bought in on. I think I remember telling quite a few people to start buying in on game credits around this period of time. Especially, I think I made a few altcoin overviews where I mentioned it, where I was like, hey, I think game credits is a good investment. And as you can see, ever since then, it's just broke high. So it's, I think that it's gonna continue doing what it's doing, I guess. It came down, tested this 50% level here. Now I'm just kind of hoping that it doesn't break below this 38% level. It might come down and test this 38% level before it uptrends, but I don't think that it's going to downtrend. I really don't. I feel like game credits will probably hit another new high. As you can see, this is it's the highest it's ever hit. So I feel like it could probably hit another new high relatively soon. So yeah, I have a pretty good feeling about game credits. Expanse, I don't really know what Expanse is gonna do. This is one that I've had a harder time trading personally, but it definitely has good potential. This is the same bottom that it hit right here, and it just hit that bottom, and it's kind of started accumulating up since then. So it could definitely be a good time to start buying in on Expanse. I'm personally waiting for it to break above this 0.00148 level, because that would in my opinion confirm the uptrend. So waiting to see what happens with Expanse, but it's definitely one to keep your eye on. Now Stellar Coin, it's up 18%. Well, I guess it's not Stellar Coin, it's just Stellar. Stellar, I kind of stayed clear of it. I remember watching some Lumbridge City videos where I think he was saying to buy in because it had made a bottom formation, but I didn't really trust. It was about right here. I didn't really trust the bottom formation that it made. It didn't feel like it was very legitimate or had enough volume yet. And sure enough, it kind of broke lower here. And now I feel like it has a lot of potential. It's up 17% today, and it looks like it's making a nice accumulation up here. Again, the other thing I would look for to see if it's to confirm the uptrend would be if it breaks above this 550 Satoshi level, this first little breakout here that it made. So that's definitely one to look at. Now, something I wanted to show you with Ripple here is actually pretty neat. I wish I had like a crypto watch type website to check this out on. I could probably open it in like TradingView or something and show you what I want to show you, but this will work a little better. I mean, this will work fine. Basically, it's been making like a triangle formation right here. Not quite, but you can see how it just came down, hit this level, hit this level, hit this level. So that's right here is kind of a little triangle down and a little bit of a triangle up, but not much of one. I feel like Ripple. Oh, come on, Poloniex. I feel like Ripple has quite a bit of potential. I mean, its price range is pretty significant, from about 67 Satoshi clear up to 9,700 right here. So it's had quite a bit of price fluctuation in its history, and I feel like it's finally starting to kind of bottom out over here, which is my favorite thing in cryptocurrencies, is when they bottom out, because I like to buy them up a bunch. And it's had some increased volume today. It's only up 0.42%, but it could definitely start breaking out high here. So, you know, definitely one to look at. Those are all the altcoins I was going to look at today. Now let's go check out Bitcoin and see what it's doing. Okay, so I have this line drawn up here. This is my uptrend line. And the other day it finally, the other day it finally broke below my little uptrend line here, which I wasn't exactly expecting it to do it, but it wasn't going to surprise me if it did, because I mean, it's had just general price fluctuation since its peak over here, and I figured it would probably break below, well, it might break below, you know, to test support a little stronger. It might lose a little leverage here, but I'm still thinking an uptrend on Bitcoin. I'm still thinking that it's going to just hit prices that we probably have never seen before. But that's just my personal views. You know, I'm a Bitcoin enthusiast, but I'm also not an idiot, so if it breaks below, you know, my trading support levels, then I would liquidate my assets, because I don't want to lose all my money. So, you know, it's definitely, you have to keep an open mind. If it breaks down below like this 555 level right here, that would really scare me. I would probably sell a very significant portion of my Bitcoin and either sell it or invest it into alternative cryptocurrencies, because it's just, I would hate to see it lose all of its value, but it's also possible. So, you know, and I'm a person that I don't want to lose all my value, and so you know, I have to keep an eye on that and keep an open mind. But personally, I think that it tested this 38% level right here, which is something I look for on uptrends, is when it hits a peak, it comes down, tests that 38%, and if it doesn't break below it, then it will continue on its uptrend. That's something I, you know, just a little rule that I personally use. And then it came up and hit this 78% level, or got really close to hitting that 78% level, and then came down and tested that 50% level, and we haven't seen it break below it yet. So, you know, it's kind of jumped up, and it looks like it could start oscillating up between these Fibonacci levels and, you know, break above this high that it hit. So I'm still holding long on Bitcoin. But like I said, if it broke below this 50% level, I'd probably sell about 30% of my position, because that would scare me pretty significantly. And then if it broke below this 38% level, I would only keep like 20% of my Bitcoin, because you know, that would definitely tell me that Bitcoin could be dying off. Now, any cryptocurrency could die off, and any investment can die off, so you just have to keep an eye on them if you want to trade them. But I personally think that these altcoins and cryptocurrencies have enough, you know, technology behind them, and enough innovative is that even a word? You know, technology that's it's just genius. It really is. So it has some groundbreaking technology attached to it, which is something that I look for in a good investment. Alright, I believe that's everything. We'll quickly check over the cryptocurrency market caps. We have a total market cap of $12,932,337,000. So That's a nice market cap. We have a 24-hour volume of 140 million, and Bitcoin's dominance dropped below 80% again, which was a little surprising for me, but you know, we'll see what happens. Time can only tell. As you can see, Ethereum and Bitcoin are doing opposites again, so that's also something to pay attention to, is that correlation between Ethereum and Bitcoin. But you know, happy trading. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching this video, and have a nice day.